Hello everybody. Um, gonna give a little example today of something that happened to me last year, this period, in the same period, last year, with my mother, and how they level up so fast in aggression, okay, and anger. How their anger and their aggression level up real fast in seconds for no apparent reason. I mean, it's like it's keywords or something. You don't know why. And the denial they can get into. I mean, unbelievable denial, okay? So it was the period at the beginning of the season when we're preparing, painting, doing stuff, repairing whatever's broken and all that, getting the house ready for rent. So it was one of those periods again but I didn't know then so well that she was trying to find. I mean, it's obvious that she wanted to fight. She wanted to find something. Okay, so she phoned me up to tell me that I would like the house. We also have a big house that we rent out. It's separate from this business. It's the same business, but it's separate from this house that we rent out. And since it's a big house, we only rent it for 2 months. And we usually live in that house at the beginning of the season when it's still a little bit cold and all that, because it's got heating and everything. So we were living there. And so she phoned me up telling me when is the house going to be ready, because I phoned up my doctor in Belgium and to ask him for my blood pressure that was so high yesterday. And so she announced me in a way that she had high blood pressure, but we were not speaking because we had a fight or something, and we were not speaking for a few days again. And so she needs to announce me that her blood pressure was high, and that she didn't call me to tell me. I'm the only one that in the I'm the only person in the family here next to her. Okay, so I think that she was just trying to announce it to me, to let me know, that I was really bad yesterday and I had to call my doctor in Belgium. I mean, we're in fucking Greece. You don't call a doctor in Belgium to tell him that. But anyway. So I think the whole thing was bullshit. She probably didn't even tell her doctor to come over. Anyway. So I called him and I proposed him to come on holiday for free. And that I want the house ready for him. Because apparently he was not there to answer my question because he's on holiday in Greece. So I told his secretary to call me and tell him that if he wants to come to our island, he can, and he's going to have a house for free. Sounds very complicated, all that, but still. So anyway, I told her, I said, the house, that I have 3 little houses ready. I said if he comes we can put him there, because this one we're still living in, and I have to pack suitcases, all the clothes, everything, and we consider we have 2 months in front of us to do that slowly. Plus we had a dog, so of course there were on the walls footprints of the dog and everything, and I said, it needs a little refreshment, painting and all that. And I think that was the word, painting. She went berserk. And she just turned without me expecting it at all, because the phone call was going actually normally. So she just turned and she was aggressing, It started okay, tomorrow when I come over, I want to see what you've done so far. I mean, it's the way they say it. Okay, I'm 50 years old. I'm not a little child, and you can't boss me around like this and try and make me feel afraid. The boss is coming to check if I'm doing a good job, for crying out loud. I want to see what you have done so far. And my answer was like, what do you mean? Do you mean you want to come and criticize? And no, I mean that I want to come and see what you have done so far, comparing to what I would have had done I had done so far all these years. What? You've got a book where you write May 15th, I've finished this, I've done this so far and this, that. She wants to compare, what she was doing all these years to what we have done so far. I mean, anyway. Well, I told her I have number 1, number 5 ready, number 4 and number 2 are not quite ready, but you can see them. I said, there's no problem, you can come over and see them. But I have to let you know that the criticism, I said, it's not going to touch me, What matters to me is that the customers are happy and don't criticize me. And her answer was, who gives a shit if they are happy? It is the bank account that matters. And this I am very curious to see. So, but who gives a shit if they are happy? And she's talking about the customers, the people who rent out the houses. I mean, fuck. And it's not the first time that I got her talking like that about the customers. I mean, if I said, oh, I'd like, we'll buy, I need to buy fresh towels, new towels, because we got a lot of towels that are not so wide anymore. I mean, they can't do another season. And she was like, oh yeah, those fuckers need white towels? It's like, who are you talking about? The people that feed you, actually, Anyway. So the funny thing is that when she said, who gives a shit if they're happy? It is the bank account that matters. And this I'm very curious to see. Instead, I mean, I'm nearly 50, and instead of telling her, how you speak like this, I'm gonna hang up now, because this is not the words of a supposed to be civilized person, or whatever. No, my answer was, when she said, I'm curious to see, I said, yes, you will. It will be as good, if not better, than last year. Sometimes you want to just take a stick and hit yourself. I mean, I write these down like in a diary and all that, or I've recorded them. But when I listen to them, I just want to take a stick and, go. Are you thick, girl? Are you thick? Is this, like, what trip are you on, Anyway. So when I told her, yes, you will, it will be as good, if not better than last year, she answered, of which I saw no money. And the word we have in Greece, malakismeni, which there's no way you can translate it in English, word to word. In French it's connasse. But the closest I got to a translation of it is motherfucker. It's not the exact words, but anyway, it's as harmful as motherfucker to the years, okay? So, of which I saw no money, and your malakismeni of a sister who said blah 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 blah. So she went off. She threw this, which is a lie. Of course she gets money from it. She got money from it. So she threw this, of which I saw no money. And then she started talking bad about my sister. You don't have the time to answer. So you're stuck with, you heard the word Malakizmani. You heard her say, mother fucker your sister. And you're shocked, But you didn't pay any attention to the fact that she's accusing you of not having given her any money. How crazy is that? Okay. I swear when I reread all this, I go like, what? She just said you didn't give her any money, and then you're surprised because you hear through the winter. This is like in spring, and in the winter, you hear people telling you, oh, I saw your mother, and she's just telling everybody that you and your sister stole her money and not giving her any money, and you're like, what? And you're like, what? You heard it. She told you before she was going to tell everybody else, and it just didn't hit you because you heard something else that was more shocking, that you thought was more shocking or whatever, And, how can any mother talk about her daughter like this? How can any motherfucker, she's a Belgium, she was like a ladylike, very sophisticated woman, not very, but sophisticated woman, motherfucker, daughter, Anyway, so I told her, I said, how can a mother talk like that about her daughter? You have lost it. I said, that both your daughters consider you a sick person that needs to be taken in charge. I said, there will always be money to cover your needs. We will take care of that, but you need to be taken in charge of. You're having a conversation with a crazy person. Woman, wake up. Anyway, so her answer to that is, I need money. I have no money. My daughters have left me with no money. Mom, you still have quite enough of spending money. You will see that you have money. We will see that you have money in case something important happens to you, because she had last year she had quite a lot of spending money. The thing is that she spends it really fast, and quite a part of it is gone. And at the end of the summer with my sister, we decided that we're going to put the money in a bank account for her older days. But I've talked about this video in another video. And this is when she said the magic words. And that conversation is the first time I realized that money is... She needs money to play people. It's their power, Because she was screaming in the phone. She said, I have no money. I am powerless. Really, I heard the desperation in her voice. I have no money. I am powerless. She needs to buy people. She can't have a relationship with people without... This is her change. It's not feelings. It's not being nice. It's nothing else. It's buying them. Anyway. So I told her, you use money to get back to us. That is the only power... That is the only power you don't have anymore. Getting back to us. Meaning that getting back to us. She can't get back to us. We need to make sure that your future is taken care of without you doing any moves based on vengeance. Let us handle it and lay back. Enjoy your life. Do what you were doing without bullying us, and everything will be okay. you're never going to run out of money. You know, all your needs will be covered. And then she changed the conversation again. Your sister told me that I have no friends. I have so and so and blah blah blah. And she says names of people, and at the end she used the name of a certain person that she has criticized them very many times because they live on the doll, but of their origin country. They live here in Greece, but they take money from their origin country. And she's criticized them very many times about that. So she, as soon as the name of that person came in mind and she said their name, she was like, so and so, and you'll lose over a lazy husband who will go on the doll like them. You know, she just confused two conversations, and it's like, what? Because he's lazy. Don't know what she's fucking talking about. You know, why is she mixing the two, and why she's trying to prove me that she has friends, and then first occasion she criticized them, and she compares them to my husband, and compares my husband to them, to what they're doing. Anyway, that got enough when she started with my husband. I said, don't you ever again criticize my husband to me or my kids. Go fuck yourself, motherfucker. And she hung up the phone. You wanna see how it sounds in Greece? Adikagamishu malakizmeni. Which is horrible. This is my Greek friends. I was like, oh, you know. Anyway. 3 days went by. No, 2 days went by. And she called up the second day. I was very cold. And she was like, nothing happened, you know. A bill just arrived. Can I bring it over? I said, sure. She came. Like nothing happened. I told her coldly, you can go and see number 2, number 3, number 4, they're ready. Why? Have you done something new to them? I said, do you remember any of the conversation we had yesterday? I did not call you the day before yesterday. I did not call you. Yes, you did, I said. Do you mean to tell me that I called you about the doctors when I called you about the doctor? I said, this is how it started. But it ended up with, go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Me? You were surprised. Why do you invent things like that? I mean, it happened 2 days before, and I was like, because the conversation started so well that I didn't feel I needed to record it. I only recorded a little part of it, but I didn't record the whole conversation, you know. And so why do you invent things like that? I said, invent that you call my sister me, and my husband a lazy asshole, and you hang up telling me to go fuck off. Me again. Meaning Malakizmeni. Why would I invent such a thing? I never said all that. You know it is you that goes for therapy, not me. I was the same day that she put her hand. Now I understand why you go to therapy. It is you that needs to be checked. You have a problem. You are a liar and invent stories. This is what she told me. But actually, she didn't say it in that way at all. She was like, you need to go to therapy. Yeah, and she didn't say it in a wild way at all. I can recall her like it was yesterday. You need to be checked, you know. You have a problem. you're a liar and you invent stories. I mean, they really do. But imagine if I didn't have my husband. Imagine if I didn't have people that know. I mean, they are heartless. They can drive a person crazy. I mean, you can, on your own, living these kind of situation over and over and over, and having nobody that can testify. I mean, Jesus, you just gladly go in, and give yourself in. Go in a psychiatric clinic and say, look, I'm nuts, please lock me in, Lock me in because I'm not well in the head. I invent things, And they can make you believe that. They, in her face and all that. And wait, it gets better. Mom, really? Is everybody around you a liar? And this was referring to previous week. She was calling somebody. There was another thing that happened with a phone call, and the lady said, she phoned me up twice and I didn't answer the phone because she was like screaming at me and all that. It was my sister's mother-in-law, actually. And she had got her once on the phone. She answered her. She was like talking so bad about her son, and so my sister's husband, about her son and her daughter-in-law and everything. And the second time the woman didn't want to answer the phone. The third time still, but the third time the answering machine went on. And when she's out in this crazy madness phases, my mother, she doesn't realize that the phone is recording on the other side. And she swears in the telephone, and it's been recorded. I mean, you don't know how many people have told me, your mother called me and all that. And I didn't answer the phone, I was not there. But then on the answering machine, I got her like, stupid cunt. Because the other person didn't answer the phone or something, stupid cunt. Oh, go fuck off. Anyway, so she was there swearing on the phone, oh, you're never there, huh? You don't answer the phone, huh? And she was talking to herself, but it was being taped anyway. And she was insisting that she didn't call her, that the woman is a liar. My sister mother-in-law is a liar. She never called her. Come on. You called her once, you talked, and the second one, the machine went on. You've got to, oh yeah, well, tell her to bring that machine here so I can, she insists, bring the machine here. I would like to hear that because I know that I didn't call her. Anyway, so I'm asking her, Mom, really, is everybody around you a liar? No, you are. Now it's personal, Only I am the liar. Every week somebody else is a liar. And then when she wants you to defend her, she's telling you the stories and she wants you to believe her, she will tell you that, I know that people are lying around me. It's unbelievable how many liars we have in this world. Yeah, Mom, but you call everybody a liar. And you deny when they say that what you have said. How come you only remember half of the conversation and you only remember what is convenient to you? I don't do that. Yeah. And I remind her the story with the mother-in-law. Did she invent the fact you called? Did she invent your voice on the answering machine? Oh, I need to get myself a recorder to tape you all. You're all such liars. I said, I have done. But unfortunately, I did not tape. I have one, I said, but unfortunately, I didn't tape our last conversation because I did not think I needed. Were having a normal conversation, and then, bam, you went off, Maybe I have a tumor, she answers to that. Maybe I have a tumor. Now it's your medical the problem. Maybe I have a tumor. I need to go have my head checked. It's not, you're not going crazy. I'm not, I don't have any, I'm not doing it on purpose or anything. It's the tumor's fault. They fucking deny everything and they don't take responsibility for nothing. Now you've cornered me. Maybe I have a tumor. Don't need to go and see a psychiatrist, but I need to go and have my head checked from a normal doctor to see if I have a tumor. Anyway, this is the thing that there, for me again, when she says maybe I have a tumor, I'm thinking, oh, she's accepting that she might have said that, you know. The might, I might have said that, for me is like a hope. It's hopeful, you know. It's like so much denying and denying and denying that when she accepts them, even with a stupid excuse like this, it might be a tumor. I was thinking that there's hope there, you know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then you wonder how you... I mean, I read the descriptions of how we use metaphors a lot in the way we describe feelings, okay? And I found another one that says, third day slow river. It is actually scarier than when it is rough, because you don't know what to expect. Yeah, this I wrote, it's because I know, otherwise if somebody reads it, what the fuck is she talking about, you know, what is she saying here, you know, I mean, what kind of joint did she smoke? But I know, because I know the feeling you have, you know, when everything is calm with my mother, and there's no fight, and there's no aggression, yeah, for me it feels like I'm floating in a slow river, you know, it's a river that goes really slowly. And but I don't feel safe. And you don't know. I feel more unease that when I know that she is attacking. She's an attack dog now, okay? And I know that any phone call is gonna be an attack, and it's gonna be rude, and it's gonna be this. I know what is happening, but when it's low river, I don't know. And everything is calm. I don't know when it's going to happen, and I don't know how it's going to hit. So it's like, it's worse. For me, personally, I think it's the feeling of everything being calm, when everything is calm, is worst. So, I don't know what to expect. You can feel the current somehow deep below, under the surface of the river, yeah? Only waiting to emerge to the surface, taking you on a whole new roller coaster drive. And that, yeah, you're floating in the river. It's going slowly, but underneath you feel the current is strong and it's hard, and you're waiting. When is it gonna go up? And the river gets wild, you know, and this is how I describe it. Anyway, it's strange, but I mean, I'm sure that anybody can read that and say, what? You just don't know when. Hope never leaves. Hope of understanding. Hope of normality. Has tangled you yet once more. Yeah, because it's that hope that is tangling, you know, it's keeping you there. So she says one word like, oh, maybe I have a tumor, maybe I should go to the doctor, and your hope just goes up a little bit. Oh, she's understanding, she's being normal, you know. So hope has tangled you yet once more, and is keeping you in that same position. You constantly find yourself making the most of those peaceful, rational, human moments. You're making the most, you know, you're like trying to enjoy them. You're trying to, okay, deep inside you have this worry, you know, but still, it's just like, I hope, maybe this time I can get through her. Maybe she has feelings, you know, she can feel. Maybe she sees what's really happening. Maybe she understands. So you go into those conversations where you explain while you have a little bell filled with all the new knowledge in the back of your head. Every new thing you get, it's just this bell, it's just the back of your head. And it just goes bing, don't go there. Bing, nothing will change. Bing, it's a trap. Keep warning. But it keeps warning, the little bell keeps on warning you, but you don't listen, you're like entangled in hope. Hope wins. Hope is stronger. Hope in these little doses, because it's in little doses that you get hope. You don't get a big, bunch of hope, like you're dancing, life is hopeful, it's like little doses. So, hope wins, hope is stronger. Hope is in these little doses. Every blue moon is like a vitamin shot. Makes you happy and strong. Gives you a new strength for the next hit. It gives you strength for the next hit, Keeps you going. The next aggression phase. The next psychological abuse that is about to take place. Sooner than you think. You don't know when, but it's soon. Soon enough. Like, it makes you wonder, is it a habit that you have? Is this a habit, this cycle of hope and knowing that it's gonna hit again? You get to the point sometimes, and I wonder, am I doing this out of habit, or is it just, can I consider it survival? Because it doesn't matter what it is out of the two, Is one more acceptable than the other? One reason more acceptable than the other? Would it make a difference? The thing is that we need hope. When we're entangled in all this, we need hope because it keeps us, when we can not go. We don't have that privilege of getting no contact, And you're going to have to put up with this until she's gone from here. If you're not gone before them, because, they... And that you have to put up with this. Hope keeps me going. It feels like a ray of sunshine after a devastating storm, Or a ray of sunshine before the storm. Depends how you look at it. Blah, 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 blah again. Yes, I know. Thank you for listening, you guys.